a Chelsea thing.
Viktor Gyokeres, who? Chelsea got the real Don, Mr. Conrad harder. Yeah, he works harder than Viktor Gyokeres. You see what I'm trying to do here? Anyways, people, welcome to the channel. And today, we're gonna discuss about Chelsea panic. Yeah, I said it. We are in panic mode today because in less than 48 hours, the transfer window will be officially closed and we can't do any more businesses. And we know that Chelsea are looking for a striker because of what happened to Liam Delap. So this morning, I just woke up and boom, the news been there for a couple hours that Chelsea are trying some strikers from Portugal and from other countries too. So we're gonna discuss about all of them in this video. Click that like button if you want to encourage your brother. Take 1 second only and I will appreciate that. So this is the joke that I just made, that Gyokeres, who, well, harder if you don't know him, he's a 20 years old left-footed striker from Sporting, and Sporting is the same team that Viktor Gyokeres came from. So this guy is going to be like their main man this season because Gyokeres is not there. He's a prospect, just the way we bought Mark Guiu at Chelsea, remember? And he been very, very unlucky. I'm talking about Mark Guiu here because when Jackson got injured in the beginning of February this year, the same game, we had another incident. Mark Guiu got injured. So if he was there when Jackson was injured for a few months, Mark Guiu was going to play a lot of games and develop as a striker. But unfortunately, the same day, he got also injured. So we couldn't really see anything from Mark Guiu. And I know that he scored some amazing goals in the Conference League, but you know that is just a Conference League against Astana and stuff like that. So this season, if he was still there, probably we were not going to be looking for another striker. So another opportunity that he missed to show us what he can do at Chelsea. I really like this guy. Like, I've never seen anybody since Diego Costa who press like Mark Guiu. He's just like a machine. Can't stop running. A proper old school Premier League kind of a striker. Now he's on loan at Sunderland. Hopefully he can play some real games like 90 minutes in the Premier League. I'm not talking about the League Cup or the FA Cup or anything like that. Yeah, very, very sad. I really feel bad for Mark Guiu, man. So before we go back and give you more details about Conrad and other names, let me take this out of the way. Barcelona are convinced that Fermin Lopez will not leave the club in this transfer window, despite being linked with Chelsea Football Club. That's according to ESPN. However, Chelsea are ready to make an offer. And this is what I don't want to see. All the time, Chelsea are thinking, Chelsea are monitoring, Chelsea are trying, but the window is going to be closed in about, let's say, less than 48 hours. So why are you considering and thinking about offer and all that? I also understand that you have also to get rid of some players. You need to sell people like Ben Jacobs, or Ben Chilwell, and also Raheem Sterling. We still have a lot of people to, to try to get out of the door. But if you're going for somebody, you can put an offer you know, and see how it goes, because it's going to be very busy in the last 24 hours. So it's not sure that Chelsea are going to sign him. And I'm not going to like regret why we didn't sign him, because I think we have a lot of players that can cover in that position. If there is a position in the Chelsea team that we don't need really to spend money now, is, you know, attacking midfielders. Look at how many midfielders we have. Even Garnacho can play as an attacking midfielder. We have so many of them, so I don't see why Chelsea will be desperate to just sign Fermin Lopez. You know what I mean? I was going to be happy if they went for another center back. Mark Gay is going to Liverpool for like 35 million only, and Chelsea have 20% resale value. So we were going to get Mark Gay for like, let's say, around 20 to 25 million. Very, very cheap guy, and the guy that we need, so we don't have to face the crisis in the defense. But Chelsea got other priority, so let's wait and see what's going to happen. Hopefully, nobody got injured in that defense, because we will struggle. Let me take something else out of the way before we go back to the striker from Portugal. Chelsea are prepared to let Nicolas Jackson move to Bayern. By the way, he's still in Munich. He's not coming back to England because he wants the situation he wants Chelsea to solve their own issue, because he doesn't want to come back to Chelsea. And I understand why. You didn't give him any value. The manager said that he can only play one position. He doesn't see him somewhere else, which I think is ridiculous, because I can see Jackson play behind the striker or slightly as an inside winger or whatever it is, and he's going to impact the team. But we prefer to go and spend money on people like Garnacho and stuff like that. But anyways, I don't blame him if he decides that I'm gonna cause some chaos here and force my way to Bayern Munich. Can you really blame him? You can blame him when you're sitting on your couch and you are not in the same position. It's easy to make theories and stupid narrative and blaming the player. But when you go through what Jackson been through at Chelsea Football Club, I think you are a human being, and you can also make your decision and say no. And Ben Jacobs is saying that Chelsea now are trying to negotiate a permanent move for Jackson. You know, they are trying to change the terms of the contract. Probably it could be obligation to buy instead of option to buy. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. Jackson's camp believe they can still salvage the move to Bayern with permanent transfer. One is one of the options. Basically, that's what this guy from the Daily Mail is telling us here. Okay. Now, the bomber that came from David Austin is that Chelsea considering signing a striker before the deadline. So not allowing Nicolas Jackson loan, but permanent possible. Lack of loan, permanent means permanent being explored. Oh man, it's a lot of permanent here. Basically, we have no time to waste here, and we are lacking the space for loans. So this transfer, if we transform it to permanent or with obligation, that could also open the spot for loans, if that makes sense. It's very hard to understand what I'm trying to say here, but you got the point, right? So Conrad Harder being linked, like I said, 20 years old, just the age range that Chelsea are trying to get. I think they are thinking that if we get this guy, we could sell him for profit, you know. I don't know how much he's gonna cost though, because when RB Leipzig wanted to sign him so he can go there and replace Sesko, I heard that they wanted to pay 20 to 25 million, but Chelsea come knocking the door, my friend. Your price is gonna triple. They are going to try to get 50 million or 40 million. Let's wait and see what is gonna happen. So another guy that's been linked with Chelsea from this source here in Portugal called Abola is a very, very good outlet. Chelsea are considering meeting the 40 million release clause for Braga forward Roger Fernandes. This guy is 19 years old. He's not tall. You know, he's like 5'8" or 5'7". You know, very short guy. He's an attacker, but bringing somebody like that to to play in the number 9 position, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea for Chelsea Football Club. I don't know if his agent is trying to push him a little bit to say, hey, Chelsea, we are here. Hey, come. I haven't really seen many sources, but Abola is a very good source. This one, I don't see it really happen. His main position actually is right winger. If you look, you go to whoscore.com and even in the Braga website where I had to read a little bit before I make this video, they call him a right winger. He's an attacking guy that can score goals from his winger's position, but I don't really think that this is gonna happen this is what Chelsea need at the moment. But keep an eye open on this and let's see what's gonna happen. So what I can tell you about Mr. Conrad is that he looks very good. Left-footed, 6'1", so he's tall. He's not like 6'6" or 6'5" like Haaland, but taller enough to win some headers in the box. He's left-footed, and you know me and my left-footed players, yeah, we understand each other very well. I like the strikers with a deadly left foot. He's still a kid. He was often on the bench because Gyokeres, the goal machine, was there, so you're not gonna compete with him. He was only given few games or few minutes here and there. He's absolutely a good prospect, but do Chelsea need more prospect, or Chelsea need finished article, finished product that they can use now to help us, instead of another kid that has the potential but could struggle because he needs development? So let me know what you think about this guy and also Fernandez. Would you really like to go for one of them?
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe.
If you really like the video, make sure you subscribe
and turn on your notification.
For
more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.